Hey guys, Ron Garverick here with Garv Automotive, your coach in the car business. You know, guys, when you're going over numbers with your customer and they tell you, you know what, I need to talk to my wife. These numbers look good and everything, but I want to go over the numbers with her to see, you know, if it fits our budget. And the majority of the time, you salesmen are like, oh, okay, all right. Well, let me make a copy of it, and I'll go ahead and send you away with the copy in hopes to see you come back tomorrow. And not once did you ask him when would be a perfect time for you and your wife to show up back tomorrow. Would 2:45 or 4:15 work better for you? We don't ask those questions. We freeze when they say we need to talk to our wife or we need to talk to our husband. Guys, you know, when I was selling cars and a customer would tell me that, they'd say, Ron, the numbers look good and everything, but it's something my wife and I would have to talk about. So just can I have this copy here, and I'll call you tomorrow and let you know what's going on, if we're going to buy the car or not. And my response was, I always like to be funny when it came to it. I'm like, oh, I totally understand. Where's your wife at? Oh, she's at work. Oh, okay. Is she around the phone where we can call her? Yeah. Go ahead. You can call your wife, ask her if it's okay for you to buy the truck, the F-150 truck. And while you're doing that, I'll go ahead and call my wife to make sure that I can sell you the truck. How's that sound? And I did it one time or another. I actually grabbed the phone and I said, hey, honey, I got Mr. Smith here, and he's looking to buy this 2015 F-150 truck. It's real nice. It's red in color. It's got leather interior and everything. And he was telling me he needed to talk to his wife about buying it, and it set a light bulb in my head saying, man, I need to call my wife and make sure that I can sell the car. And she would say, I don't care. I'm like, okay, thanks, honey, for giving me that permission to do that. Thanks. Bye. I love you. And the customer would look at me and I'd laugh, and I said, do you see how ridiculous that sounds? I didn't need to call my wife to ask for permission to sell you the car. And Mr. Customer, you know you don't have to ask your wife to buy the car, because I'm sure both of you have already talked about buying a vehicle in the future, and maybe you talked yesterday about buying a new vehicle. So the question is, if your wife was right here, right now with you, which one of these would be an issue for her? The price, the payment, the product, or me as the salesperson? And he would sit and go, well, you know, if she was here, she'd probably be looking at the trade. She loves her car, and she would think she would want a little bit more money for it. Totally understand. You see what happened? If your wife was here with you right now, out of these four, remember the four: price, payment, product, and person, the salesperson, which one would be an issue for her? A concern. And he went right straight to the trade-in. Guys, there doesn't matter what excuse or complaint the customer gives. It's not a complaint or an excuse. It's, Ron, you haven't solved my problem yet. That's all it is. We haven't solved the customer's problem, their wants, their needs. And if you sit there, when they tell you they need to talk to their wife, they need to talk to their husband, you know what, we can say this all the time: it's better to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission, like Grant Cardone said. And we'll laugh about it. But we know that one of the four issues is right there on that paper: price, payment, product, or person. This is Ron Garverick with Garv Automotive, your coach